Welcome back to Dual-Sided. The NFL training camp is near, huh? Isn't it?
Yes, well, it's later in the summer, but OTAs is up. You obviously saw what transpired today with Undisputed with Julio Jones, huh?
Yeah.
So, if, for those not aware, Shannon Sharpe, he called Julio Jones live on air and asked him, about the situation in Atlanta. And he also asked, you want to be a Cowboy? And he said, I'm out of there. Then obviously Shannon, his joking, his joking nature about the Cowboys with Skip Bayless on the other side. He said, if you want to win, he's not going to Dallas. And, and this is, they asked him that because there was a picture circulating with Jones in a Cowboys tee or a shirt. And first of all, let's start with if they called him without his consent, this is definitely illegal, huh?
Yeah, especially in California.
It's California.
Yeah, I think both parties have to know.
Yeah, it's a two-party consent state, and you just watching the video, it looked like
even if it was legal, I don't think even if it was a one-party consent, I don't think it's different if you're talking about an athlete. So I don't know if how that works over there.
Yeah, and just looking at the video, it looked like it didn't sound like Julio knew he was on air, huh?
Definitely not.
So obviously that's for there was people online to saying that, oh, you think that they would call him and willingly to break the law, but if they did that, that's kind of messed up to just ask him that on air. He could have said something ridiculous, and it was live on live TV. Yeah, obviously Julio Jones has been the talk of the Falcons all off season. They've been trying to get teams engaging with them to trade for him. They've been before the draft. They wanted to get a first round for him, but obviously they didn't get that. And he came out. He came out today and said that right now I want to win. So looking at teams that are interested or should be interested: 49ers, Ravens, Patriots, Titans, not Eagles, but Chargers maybe, Raiders. Just looking at those teams, where do you think it would be the best fit?
Chargers, Raiders. What else?
Chargers, Raiders, Patriots, Niners, and Ravens, and Titans.
I don't know. I think he fits the closer for the Raiders, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think he does, but I don't understand why they would trade for him. They would any team that would trade for him would have to give up at least a second round pick. And for a player like him, he's a good player, but he's getting up there in age. He's obviously suffered a few injuries the past few years. He's 32, so out of all those teams, I think the Titans are definitely the number one landing spot. So him going to Tennessee, that would be a good wide receiving core. Him, Brown, with Tannehill and Derrick Henry in the backfield, and and looking at the other teams, Chargers makes sense. They make sense, but Patriots. You never know with the Patriots, especially this year. Obviously they signed Kendrick Bourne, Nelson Aguilar. And they went wild this offseason. Bill Belichick showed a side that no one has ever seen. He was very aggressive in free agency, so never count them out. I think the Niners are a good landing spot. Obviously with Kyle Shanahan, he, that connection. He coached up there when they made that Super Bowl run. Before choking 28-3, I think that would be a great fit with the Niners. Trey Lance, him, Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel. That's a good offense. And obviously the Ravens, they drafted Terrace Marshall. They could go after Julio Jones, but I don't see them going after him, but it'll be interesting to keep updated with him. And we'll keep you guys updated with, this news on Julio, or, news on Aaron Rodgers, or anything that comes out. Follow us on social media down below, DUALSIGHTED, and peace.